BingX, a trusted global crypto exchange. Trade spot, futures, or copy top traders easily. Sign up via the link or referral code to get 30 USDT instantly, plus up to 1,500 USDT in bonuses for verification, deposit, and trading.
Gaza's media office has leveled serious accusations against Israel, claiming 47 violations of the ceasefire agreement since its inception in early October. These alleged breaches have resulted in the tragic deaths of 38 Palestinians and left another 143 wounded. The office detailed these violations, stating they include direct gunfire targeting civilians, deliberate shelling and attacks, as well as the apprehension of several individuals. This pattern, according to their statement, underscores the occupation's persistent policy of aggression, even amidst the declared cessation of hostilities. Authorities in Gaza are now urgently appealing to the United Nations and the designated guarantor parties of the truce to intervene swiftly, compelling an end to what they describe as ongoing aggression and demanding protection for the unarmed civilian population. Meanwhile, a starkly contrasting stance has emerged from Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. His office announced on Saturday that the Rafah crossing, a vital conduit for humanitarian aid, will remain sealed indefinitely. The reopening of this crucial entry point is now directly contingent upon Hamas fulfilling its obligations. Specifically, Hamas must first facilitate the handover of the bodies of all deceased hostages currently held in Gaza. A statement from Netanyahu's office declared that its reopening will be considered only after Hamas demonstrates its commitment to returning the hostages, the remains of the deceased, and to upholding the agreed-upon terms of any potential agreement. Tragedy struck on Friday, with 11 members of a Palestinian family losing their lives in an incident described as the single deadliest violation of the fragile ceasefire since its implementation 8 days prior. Gaza's Civil Defense Agency reported that the family was attempting to reach their home in the Zaytown neighborhood of Gaza City when their bus was attacked. The reason cited for the attack was an alleged transgression of the Yellow Line, a demarcation supposedly indicating areas under Israeli army control. Mahmoud Basil, spokesperson for Gaza's civil defense, expressed certainty that the family could not have distinguished between the yellow and red lines, as no physical markers were present on the ground. Disturbing footage released by Gaza's Civil Defense Agency depicts the retrieval of the family's bodies, an operation conducted in coordination with the UN's Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs. Among the victims were 7 children and 3 women, a devastating testament to the human cost of these alleged violations. The Israel Defense Forces, IDF, in their account, stated that a suspicious vehicle was identified crossing the Yellow Line and approaching IDF troops operating in the northern Gaza Strip. The IDF claims that warning shots were fired, but the vehicle continued its approach, posing an imminent threat to the soldiers. Consequently, forces opened fire to neutralize this perceived threat, acting in accordance with the agreement. The cycle of blame for truce breaches continues unabated between Israel and Hamas. Israel has accused the militant group of failing to return the remains of deceased hostages as a violation of the ceasefire. While Hamas did return the last 20 surviving hostages on Monday, only 10 out of an estimated 28 deceased captives have been handed back. Hamas has cited the need for specialized recovery equipment to retrieve the remaining bodies from the extensive ruins across Gaza. In a separate development, Turkey has dispatched dozens of disaster relief specialists to aid in the arduous search for bodies buried beneath the rubble. The grim task of recovering bodies continues, more than a week into the ceasefire. The Palestinian death toll has now surpassed 68,000, according to Gaza's health ministry. Gaza's Civil Defense Agency estimates that approximately 10,000 bodies remain trapped beneath debris and collapsed structures. The scale of the challenge is immense, with an estimated 60 million tons of rubble covering the territory. In a somber update on Saturday, Netanyahu's office confirmed the identification of Eliyahu Margalit as the body of a deceased hostage returned by Hamas overnight. Further compounding the humanitarian crisis, aid remains critically scarce in Gaza, even a week after the ceasefire. Humanitarian agencies have issued stark warnings as Israel continues to delay the entry of food convoys into the